Community event. Blood Drive. Blood Drive is a community-wide event. Okay, I read community-wide twice. Donate blood to help Murkoff reach its target. As the community progresses through milestones, new rewards will be unlocked for participating reagents. That's a cool looking variator. Blood Drive, phase 1. We have 45 days left, but, you know, I got to play this early, so it'll probably be less. Okay, it seems like they changed the loadout icon bottom right. We have like a black bar underneath our loadout. Let's look at a community event. Yo, the Blood Drive. Blood Drive is a community. I already read that. So every time we donate blood on standard, it will count as 1 sample, and then psychosurgery, it'll be 3 samples. So everyone can participate, and obviously if you participate on a harder difficulty, you will progress faster, which is 10 psychosurgery trials or 30 on standard. Wow. And here are the rewards. The Murkoff coins were not a lie. Make sure to spend them points wisely. And, you know, if you want to, you can become a blue boy with these 500 coins. But yeah, this is going to be hard to grind. It doesn't say anywhere where the total is. So I guess we are kind of blind on that front. But as long as you participate during this event, you will get all the rewards. As long as we actually make it to phase 5. Uh-oh. Now, let's go over to tasks. We still have your usual Blood Drive tasks, as I expect. Part 2. Same thing. Oh, would you look at that invasion? That doesn't have a tick. How come? Okay, so the imposter tasks have replenished. Yo, okay, there's more not replenished. Seems like he wants us to use every single imposter gadget to complete these tasks. And as the XP isn't changing, this is just solely for XP. Not even stamps attached to it. GG, well played. Obviously, the seasonal ranks have reset, so we can regain all of our stamps and get to gold 1, which I think it didn't do it for the last season, so that's interesting. But mastery, this is what I've been looking forward to the most. Please be interesting. Complete all stun ring tasks. You can't see it because of my face cam. We have golden stun rig. So we have to stun 100 enemies with a stun rig. Stun 5 enemies in a single trial 25 times. Just like a camo grind. OG COD camo grinds would be like stun 100 enemies, and then you unlock these types of tasks. But I won't complain because these are some hefty numbers. Stun 3 enemies without taking damage. Stun 2 enemies within 60 seconds. Stun 2 enemies with a single explosion 25 times. With a single use of the stun rig, restore battery, disable a trap, and stun an enemy. Okay, this one is easier than it looks. But oh my god, I am so excited. Okay, I'm sorry. Stun an enemy while they're attacking 25 times. So you can force a lunge from an enemy and then proceed to stun them. So far the tasks seem straightforward. There will be a grind, as it is mastery at the end of the day. Blind rig mastery. Let's see what blind rig has. It will probably be all tied into how the rig is used. Disable 100 enemies with a blind rig. That's a hefty amount. Maybe you could like try get 2 with each blind rig, but you know, the Outlast Trials is a game you have to replay trials often. It's not something you could actively grind unless you're built different and your name is Bluriate. Sorry. Blind 5 enemies in a single trial 25 times. The blind man rearms, so you can basically get 2 blinds minimum each time. So this won't actually be an issue. Blind 3 enemies without taking damage. Blind 2 enemies within 60 seconds. Well, the man rearm is roughly maybe 30 seconds, so this shouldn't be too bad. But if it is, we always have rig recharges we can utilize. Blind 2 enemies with a single mine. This one is going to be tricky. It's like a double kill. But, you know, we can make it work. You just got to kind of loop them funnily. But blind rig radius is large, so it shouldn't be too tricky. Complete objective within 60 seconds after they've been blinded. I wonder if a secondary objective would count, because objective is very vague. What if you blind rig someone and then just press a button of sorts? Blind enemy within 3 seconds after deploying the rig. Ooh, that might be tricky. You need to get a long line of sight on an enemy and then proceed to be placing a blind mine as they run towards you, but they have to be far or else you'll get cooked. Now for the x-ray. Ping 500 enemies with the x-ray rig. It sounds hefty, but you can't ping and unping an enemy, most likely, right? Ping 20 objects or enemies in a single trial 25 times. Yo, these are cool. I'm glad they did it this way and not just complete 500 trials with X-ray and you'll get it eventually. I am glad they actually got creative with it, which is very well appreciated. Ping 10 objects or enemies within 30 seconds. Okay, so you probably won't want to do this on psychosurgery. You will want to do it on standard, so you actually have a lot of items, but then I guess you'd have less enemies, which then maybe you could do a custom trial to have more enemies while also keeping a high amount of items. That might be the tech if this is actually tricky. Use X-ray for 300 seconds in a single trial. This will be easy. Use short circuit, lock breaker, and you could even just go idle in the trial and you can eventually get it done 25 times. If you're waiting for your X-ray to come back every time, yeah, that might be long, but rig charges and short circuit will be your best friend. Use but never deplete your X-ray completely. This should be very easy. I see no one struggling with this. Just don't let it run out. Hell, maybe don't even activate your X-ray at all. Use X-ray for 60 consecutive seconds without fully draining. Okay, so stock up on rig charges and short circuit. Wow, that's well played, Red Barrels. Well played. Now for the heal rig. Oh, the heal rig looks clean. A gold color scheme to it. Imagine if the smoke is clean. Restore health with the heal rig 100 times. Very easy. Heal 4 players in a single trial. That might be difficult for people who tend to play solo, me included. My best tip for healing 4 players in a single trial and healing 4 players without taking damage. If we go over to trials, if we don't go over to the trials, but in the terminal, there is group finder. We can utilize Group Finder in order to find people to play with. This will be your best friend, but you probably have to communicate in order to be able to heal all 4. I wonder if you could do this as a 2-man group and just heal the same person over and over again. Use heal to poison 2 enemies at once. This is like the blind rig. This will definitely be the easiest to do in PvE. Because in invasions, the radius to actually use poison on an imposter is very, very small. Or even doesn't even work anymore from what I've experienced. So these are definitely going to be like a PvE mainly. With a single use, poison an enemy and heal 2 reagents and cure psychosis 25 times. Yo, what are these like conditions you need? So yeah, you will need to be in a group of at least 2 people unless you count as a reagent yourself. For duo. So you need a grunt, someone having skin a man eat them, and you heal. Maybe even 2 people. Oh my god. Restore 4 health bars with a single use 25 times. This is basically asking you to use boosted. Or in main trials, pop a health booster. Because 4 health bars with a single use can only be done when you have 5. Not even with last chance. With last chance, you still technically have a health point, which isn't a full health bar. So you need boosted amp for this if you're going for this exact task. Heal teammates for a combined 20 health bars. This will probably come easy once you try attempt their heal 4 players in a single trial one. But yeah, Eric, I like the challenge it proposes. But obviously as a solo player, it's going to be like a double challenge. So we'll see how that goes. Complete all barricade rig tasks 500 times. This will probably be very quick because you get 3 barricade uses each time. And if you break it, you basically get your barricade charge back. So this could be farmed very quickly. Deploy 9 barricades in a single trap. Same again. Use but never run out barricade. Same situation again. Barricade might be the easiest goal to get. Gain breach and rush. Again, the easiest one. Damage or exhaust enemies with a barricade 5 times. Easy, because as long as you get in a chase, you can't just pop it. But the way they mention exhaust, they have applied this for invasions. Damage? Wait, what do they mean by damage or exhaust? X-pops can't get damaged, and imposters tend to get exhausted. Must have been a copy and paste job? Or maybe barricade got a rework? Escape a chase using barricade 3 times in a single trial. So once you hear the chase music, we will need to basically run through a door, place it, and just flee. Wonder how that's exactly gonna track it perfectly. Might be rough. We'll see how it performs. Deploy a barricade less than 6 seconds after taking damage. This could be easy in like a custom trial. Anything like flamethrowers, having an X-pop nearby, and they're just running through a door to then block them off. Well, barricade seems to be so far the easiest one to get gold. Now for the jammer rig. Use jammer 100 times. Jammer's cooldown is shorter, and you can basically infinitely have a jammer by hacking locked blue boxes. Hack 10 objects or enemies in a single trial. These mastery tasks basically will make you spend a lot of time in the trials in order to actually accomplish them, so it's expected, really. Hack 6 objects or enemies without taking damage. Seems like they tried doing these tasks to be as similar to all the other tasks. obviously tied to the specific rig it's unlocked for. Hack 3 locks, 3 traps, and 3 enemies. This is going to be like a constant mental note you'll need to have in the trial. Shouldn't be too bad. Or if you're trying to speedrun trials, yeah, that's not happening with this as easily. Hack an enemy while they are chasing a reagent 25 times. Do they really expect us to aim that small tiny dot? If this was Season 6 Invasions, you already know this task would be fully completed across the board from the reagent players. Hit 2 enemies with a hacked mine in a single trial. This might be trickier because it specifies a hacked mine. Obviously, the radius might be shorter, but having 2 enemies in close proximity and kiting them into a mine that's hacked, that's going to be tricky, but this will be a fun challenge to take on. Knife rig. Oh, that doesn't look gold. Looks like it's a bone handle. So we have to slash reagents 100 times. That will be fairly easy, fairly straightforward. Stab a reagent 100 times. This is going to be tricky. Execute reagents. With how kicking can be brutal and with skill-based matchmaking, this might be tricky too, because you'll just get endlessly kicked. Backstab 25 reagents. Yeah, a lot of these are going to be kind of tricky for imposters, because I'm thinking skill-based matchmaking, you know, I'm going to be facing off everyone who's constantly at the same skill level as me. Ideally, that's what skill-based matchmaking does. So I'm kind of scared about that. Incapitate 3 reagents in a single trial. Incapitate 2 reagents within 30 seconds. This just incentivizes bullying newbies. God, I hope I get newbies on launch day. Slash reagents 3 times without taking damage. Yo, imposter gold camo grind is going to like remind me of the COD days, because those days never went smooth sailing. Slash reagents 4 times within 30 seconds. Now, this is like almost incentivizing to play group invasions. That's the only time I can really see these being the most common situations. Get these completed. Kill a full health reagent with a backstab 25 times. By kill, I'm guessing with stab, they made it so you can't kill with a stab, you only down them. So I'm guessing if you get a reagent that's gonna be at full health, gotta pull off a backstab and execute. Unless in solo invasions, if you get backstab, they don't go down, because I mean, who the hell's gonna pick them up? Okay, so it's like a hybrid of solo or group incentives. I'm looking forward to complete all of these, and I wonder how they look like in game. I can't wait. Yeah, these are the mastery tasks. Feel free which rig or knife even you'll go for first. I'm probably going to be mainly prioritizing the knife, but I see myself experimenting a little bit. We'll see how invasion ends up feeling like. Over in the store, we have obviously new outfits. Oh, we have quite a few outfits. Okay, we have a son of a sun. UV rays like bullets of fire. That's why I have an AV, because the sun is staring at me like this every day during the heat wave. And we also have like a moon version of it. That's not a sun no more. Bird blight. Yo. That is a peak skin. It's clean. It's dark, which might work with invasions. Imagine this thing jumping at you from the top ropes of Empty the Vault across the sky bridge, like an actual true raven, because it's a raven, not a pigeon. This skin's, I might have to buy it. Then we have like little Red Riding Hoods. There's nothing red about you besides the hair. Then we have like LARPing coil outfits. I guess this is the Outlast Child's version of the summer event. Then we have just one color variation of this guy. I think we've seen it before. It looks like a Napoleon aspired. Also have this bad boy in a pink color scheme. Looks alright. Looks kind of creepy with his mask. Wait, they actually have night vision goggles inside of the bag? And then, yo, this is a nice clean astronaut outfit. We're going to space with this one. I actually really like the color scheme. Doesn't look like dirty. Looks very, very fresh and clean. Lovely. And of course, there's an outfit with the free first purchase, which I mentioned. It's a color scheme variant of an outfit I showed in my Season 7 information video. And let's take a look at the catalog. So we have Season 7. No, all catalogs have returned yet. Let's take a look at this one. It looks okay. Looks very plain. Got okay texture. It kind of reminds me of like Resident Evil 4's Ada Wong outfit, but just zero saturation. And this is to match that, obviously. This I don't know. Looks like a mental asylum patient of sorts. Then we have a frame. It's like barbed wire, like coil theme. Okay. It didn't make the background of it transparent. I can kind of see it's got like a purple backdrop of it. I feel like it could be cooler if it didn't have that underlay. Then we have a guy who looks like a mailbox from the future. You know, we already have like walking robots. But he's also got like gladiator-style straps. Interesting. Okay. Then we have some room decoration. Whoa, can't exactly go look at it, but sure. Then the pig, which was seen in the new main trial. What is that? Nico's Pruno. That meant to be like alcohol that they're fertilizing amongst each other. A white brick wall, which, funnily enough, for my room, when I was, you know, like 14, I wanted this type of brick wallpaper for my room, but you know, I never went with it. Oh, that's a throwback and a half. The floor doesn't interest me. It looks like a bathroom floor after you've been out drinking at 3 a.m. at a random pub. Got scratch marks all over it, as you'd expect from Murkoff. Bro, I swear I used to have bed sheets like this. In my old videos, you'd see my bed sheets being like this, but the black would be more purpley. I wasn't too keen on that, but I guess this could also be like a prisoner look to it. So I kind of just... I tripped down a memory lane, well, let's call it. Then a cooler variant of the mailbox, but in more gold. Okay. The icon frame is straight up locking the profile icon up. You can barely even see, like, the profile icon behind it. A more blue version of the outfit we already looked at. And then this, like, I'm gonna say this more closer to, like, Ada Wong's color scheme, but it looks just like a Christmas sweater. Oh, new emotes. Oh, hell yeah. Oh. Now for like psychosis. Imagine if we could pop these in middle of an invasion match. A reagent just sees me popping this and then starts running at them. Oh hell no. This gives me like heavy Cyclops vibes. If you know what I mean. Then our cell preview is like an actual jail cell. Wait, our bed is segregated as if it's the cell. Oh, it's meant to like fit the prison farm vibe because this is the farm part. What is the piggy doing? And then our room is like a cell. We have aircon? No, that's just skylight windows. But still. The prisoners are having a better room than me. They've got like shelves. I've got nothing. I've got a humidifier and an aircon as my bedside shelves. Crazy. Wait, where's the sink at? Do we have a toilet now? Because I see toilet paper. I can't... What is this beam? Anyways, regulations. A new bed frame trim. It's like counting days of how long you've been in here. Very, very obscure. ESOP. Looks very generic. Probably never going to use it. More emotes. Ooh. Wait. That kind of backfired. I thought it was going to be like... threatening the other team, like threatening the reagents or imposters, but you straight up don't even want to live. Second emote, they tend to be somewhat similar. I guess it fits the blood theme, alright. Then like we have a firefighter looking version of that outfit from earlier. Interesting. ESOP goggles. Wait, we're actually using like AAA batteries on this bad boy. Do they even have such bad... Why do we have a third eye? That's one way to get credit with the night vision goggles. I am not part of the Illuminati. You will not see me rocking this. And we have like a scarecrow looking guy. Maybe fits the prison farm more. It does kind of look like the warden from the trailer, huh? It's got prosthetic legs. Are you meant to be the biter? Doesn't look like the biter, but fits the name better, if anything. Another color version of it. 200 Murkoff codes just in this page alone. Wait, what? Is that always the case? Yeah, these emotes seem to be very prison-like, you know, people don't want to serve their sentence, so they try to take the shortcut out. I see what these emotes are trying to do this season. There are new emotes though. Well, we haven't seen it before. They tend to reuse animations that already exist in the game. Okay, now this is more like Ada Wong's type of color scheme, I see. Oh, we have elbow pads. This, I mean, I won't really care for the actual outfit and clothing until they drop clothing presets. Because every time I relapse and rebirth, I don't want to be re-equipping every single piece just to, like, drip myself out. Even though I'm still going to be rocking a blue boy for most of the time. Then we have, like, a guy who looks like a scuba diver almost. I haven't played Bioshock, but he kind of looks like one of them big daddies. Is that what they're called? Kind of gives me him vibes. Oh, my God. Wait. Mustard-colored rigs. Why does this scream like gold more than the mastery ones? Well, we haven't actually seen them yet, but if you told me this was the gold look for the rigs from the mastery tasks, I'd believe you. So basically what they're also insinuating is every single time that we've had a gold one skin, it's more mustard colored than gold. I mean, the jammer doesn't necessarily scream gold. It doesn't have the shine to it, of course, but the heel rig does have the shine. The knife looks like a clean little bayonet. It actually is a bayonet. Wow, actually know my knives. We'll see how it looks in game. Definitely will be switching it up with them. I can't wait for more knife skins already. Oh, finger guns. That's a classic little standard emote. Of course, it's on the same page as Coil profile pic. Interesting. It's like a cowboy theme to match Coil's new look. I see you. Different color scheme for the Navis goggles we've seen. It actually looks like an eyeball. Then like a more melancholy look to this guy. Not too keen on the bulky outfits, personally, but I think it's the color schemes that kind of like keep me away from some of these outfits. Then we have like a mecha frame, Captain America without the red, a sock and butter or something, a soap sock. Is that like a weapon used in prisons? Probably. Okay, a cleaner looking goggles. Blue eye. Then this bad boy. Yo! Let's not do an analysis of this outfit, just inspect. He's got like a fan at the back. Yo. Kick me. I mean, the fan insinuates it's going to be a reagent that's going to be going full on nitro speed on us. So if anything is stay positive, they get kicked. But yeah, this is, you know, out of the bulky outfit of the catalog, actually dig this one. It doesn't look bad. What's up with like this gray color scheme they tend to go for like the clothing? I'm not the biggest fan of this greenish gray. Yeah, that's the Project Boneyard catalog. Feel free to let me know your thoughts on it. Now in catalogs, we also have the Blood Drive event catalog itself. Let's take a look. And as I tried recreating, because I wasn't allowed to show you, we have the nurse outfit that's been reincarnated as a nurse. She's got a nice little wristband too, which is nice. Overall, it's alright. Still preferred like the dark nun outfit, but I guess I kind of more like the darker color outfits, all black look to them. Oh, this frame is kind of cool. It's meant to like match the promotional art, I think, but in profile icon and frame wise. We have 5 pages for this catalog. They actually upped their game from the usual 3. But you know, we have some room items, nothing too crazy. Got like a hospital theme to it. That's gonna have some like Easter egg most likely. It looks like there's each child area named. The poster from the trailer from the Murkoff memorandums. And then a room that's themed after like a blood hospital styled room. Oh, we actually get to see the sink. It's filled with blood. Okay, the eye test. We don't talk about the eye test incident. This is nice little room design. It's simple enough, but it also adds flavoring. It's nice. Page 3, we have some more outfits going on. You know, until items and presets, you won't see me using them. Another generic looking one, but it's like a black color scheme for it this time. A cardboard looking ESOP. Interesting mod. Then the bloody baby outfit. This one actually looks kind of creepy. To be drained. Oh, it's got like the tiniest butterfly wings. Angel wings, not butterfly. It's got the tiniest angel wings. I see. And it's got obviously a lot of teddy bears because it's a baby. I like the color scheme of the outfit though, I will say. For number 4, we have rig customizations for this event as well, which, okay. The fact we get a closer look at the stun rig and everything, I like that. I like it a lot. Yeah, I like the red look. The heel rig doesn't seem to change much. I think it wasn't already red to begin with, but you know, I'm so happy they finally did these. And the knife, oh, like a saw blade, like we're going to be cutting off people's limbs. Damn. And then for the 5th one, we have the infinite Murkoff box I was talking about. So it'll be 30 tokens, and it'll probably perform the same way as the Murkoff box that's in the shop. If you click on it, you get your XP, your stamps, and usually a cosmetic that you're missing if you haven't unlocked all of them yet. So that's gonna be very good. Because Red Balls have known that everyone talks about what happens with the Murkoff coins after the event ends, and nothing happened to them. So they said this will be for just this event for now, but I am hoping that they expand it to all of the future events going forward. It's just a nice feature to have. Might be quite cheap to say that every time an event ends, I end up with like thousands of these tokens, but we'll see how it goes. Maybe the rewards are very weak, or maybe the event tokens are harder to get. Only time will tell. Now, if we go to loadouts, roll loadouts, swap between reagent and imposter loadouts. So, of course, for your loadout, it hasn't changed at all for the reagent side. Everything's the same, but now we can switch to loadout 2, loadout 3. Amazing. So, let's take a look at imposter role. Imposter loadout. An imposter is more than a blade equipped. An imposter is more than a blade. Equip specialized gadgets to track and disrupt, hunt, and hunt your prey. Which, yes, you get 3 gadgets. So I wonder if we'll get like more different types of knives, or how do we even like change the cosmetics of our knives? Maybe once we get the skins, they'll give us the option to, but gadgets. We have the 6 gadgets that we have been revealed earlier. Nothing's probably changed much for them, but I'm just going through the descriptions so you can take a read in case it has changed. I doubt it though. I will do some testing with these, gameplay with these. Season 7 Bluriate, it's gonna be cooking, alright. And then of course they refunded the imitate chem and gave us a backstab in the place of it. You will have gotten your green stamps back for it, so do not worry. But I spent a relapse token on it. Okay. With that icon, it indicates I did get my relapse token back. Interesting. So I could spend it again on the backstab, but I might actually use it on a gadget and be cheeky. Because I don't think I'm going to be going for stabs that much this season. Or maybe I will, but time will tell. But for now, I'll pass on you. Yes, the place to change your rigs would be actually in the mirror of your sleep room. So yes, we have rigs. We can actually look at the rigs, their default outfit. Lovely. Claimed items will appear here. Come back later. What? In here? Yeah, this is very nice. Seems like they've prepared for a lot of outfits, because this could easily fit 12 skins. Yo, that's going to be so high. Bro, people who will play this game in 2 years' time and having all these cosmetics to potentially lock is... Oh, that's going to be like the craziest feeling ever for them. I am looking forward to that feeling for them. Hopefully, I'm still around by then. We'll see. Hopefully, the world favors me nicely. Then this is how the default now looks like. I never even knew how it looked like, the handle. I didn't even know there was tape on our handles. So that's nice to look at. Now, let's actually look at the therapy and how everything looks like now. So, start off with Genesis by going to the new trial. So they made revision therapy at the very end now. So Escape the Lies, they made it at the very end because it's not like an urgent new thing anymore. And it's also kind of tricky. Prison Farm. The American prison complex at Migrant that takes in sociopaths and criminals and extrudes functioning members of society. I don't like reading, I'm sorry. Yeah, Lockstock the Warden. We can do it on introductory standard intensive psychosurgery. It's a main trial. The ETA has not changed for these trials, unfortunately. The reward seems quite nice, though. 3,000 to complete psychosurgery. Which, stay tuned. I'm going to be looking into evaluation and how XP works again. New season, new me is what I'm going to call it. The television studio cancelled the broadcast. And then, of course, we also have the courthouse new MK. Bribe the judges. Now, for the event, I think they changed it up so every event now... It'll change the trials selection every week. So we have blood extraction and mandatory secondary. A minimum donation is required before exit is permitted. So you must donate. So like I said in my information video, it's best to probably extract at the very end. And it might be like a secondary, which is why they made it mandatory. It has bleeding at least. So the event will be a little scarier than your usual. This is the trial selection. We have Winter Truth in. The new trials, of course. Yo, 6 of these trials are like somewhat new trials that they have included into the event. That's crazy. It's crazy how many trials now we have in the game. So 6 pretty much newer trials in this. Then I want to look at escalation. Let's see how it looks like menu-wise and everything. Escalation therapy continues to evolve. Participate in endless escalating trials or challenge yourself with the weekly thematic escalation. How much pain can you endure? Not much at all. The leaderboards will obviously be different. So we have weekly and endless leaderboard. Okay. So there is an endless leaderboard and weekly. That's going to be something to look forward to. Then weekly, hardcore thematic. Can't exactly click into it to know what it exactly means. But yeah, you will have the thematics variators amongst all of the trials throughout this weekly. So you'll have the 2 or 1 thematic variator. And then all the other variants will be random, like your usual escalation. Then endless. I guess you can look at your own peak through this section of it. You can't actually click into it like you used to. Okay. Then allow join in progress. You can toggle on or off. You can obviously filter it by friends. which no one's played yet. I'm going into the trial maker to see if salvage rigs has returned. Yeah, blood extraction we have here as a secondary. Salvage rigs are back. Finally. Salvage rigs is like one of my most liked variators, I think. I actually enjoy being able to use it once and have many different rigs during a trial. Mainly for escalation where the trials can actually last quite some time. In regular Genesis, it's not that much of a big of a deal. But in escalation, this is fun return to have again. Seems like everything else is the same old. Now for invasion. Let's click in. Alright, so our ranks have been reset 25 points. I think they made it easier to rank up in the early stages, but harder when it gets to the later, like gold and so. Which, wasn't it kind of like that already, or is 25 points actually the same as before? I have no idea. Still have the same quick play, reagent, imposter. Details and rewards. Oh, the gold one skin is the devil boy in gold. Okay, and then obviously every single other cosmetic is the same, just the number 7. Anything changed for leaderboards? No. And for the few people who care about lore, we do have 5 new newspapers, as well as new evidence for primary source being Coil, as well as for the Boneyard, 3 documents. Some more for Amelia, it seems like. Some more for Signala, Variators, because of Blood Drive. Experimental Population, probably for the Biter, and so. But yeah, this is everything you can find in-game so far with the Season 7 launch. Let me know what your favorite part of this update is, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye.